Hey everybody, this is Marshall and Butcher back here. As you've seen just a second ago, we did get our video, our last live stream, copyright restricted, but we're not even close to being done yet. So we're just gonna keep moving forward with the show, and we're gonna start off exactly where we ended up, and that's with the F-18 Rhino demonstration team. So we are just going to continue to keep rolling, and yeah, we're really looking forward to showing you some more military jet demonstrations here. So without further ado, let's get right back into where we began, shall we?
From the right, here is Hick with another high-speed pass. The Super Hornet will now show you its ability to turn on a dime. Watch as Hick performs a pitch rate demonstration maneuver to showcase the Super Hornet's excellent pitch authority with a 90-degree turn followed by a 40-degree pitch up in a tuck-under maneuver. Few aircraft in the world today can match this capability. Ladies and gentlemen, from the left, the Super Hornet pitch rate demo.
You know, we let it rip. Well, we got the money, let it go. If we got the gas, it gets wild. Yeah, but that's the way we get down. In a hick town.
The job of a naval aviator is not completed until the aircraft is back aboard its floating home. We take great professionalism and pride in our unique ability to land aboard a floating 100,000-ton U.S. Navy aircraft carrier. In order to land in an area 1/10 the length of a normal-sized runway, carrier aviators must touch down between 4 wires stretched across the deck of the ship. To do this, we use an optical landing system commonly referred to as the ball. During the final portion of the approach, the aircrew and landing signal officers, known as paddles, work together to get the aircraft safely aboard. Let's listen in on the final approach.
Tower, paddles, radio check.
Hey, paddles, working 19 or 15, down the angle. 3/4 mile, call the ball.
206, run a ball, 57 manuals.
Roger, ball manuals, you're a little high. Little bit of power. There's glide slope. Easy with it. Oh, back up, bolter. How'd you get that?
It's Hick over the cockpit of the F-18. We hope you are enjoying our show so far. We just want to give a big thanks to Team Turbulence Airshows for making this all possible and allowing us to perform for you today. But we're not done yet. Sit back, get your cameras ready. It's time for the photo pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, have your cameras ready as Hick is approaching from the right for the photo pass. The aircraft will pass show center at a 90-degree angle of bank at 200 feet and 700 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, the Super Hornet photo pass.
Blowing in the breeze. Here's to the ones who didn't make it back home. We ain't seen so long. Hold up a beer, ones who wish they were here, ones who not forgotten but gone. They're in a better place up there, but they sure left a hole down here. We just go on.
Once again approaching from the left, Hick is approaching for his final pass. In order to simulate landing in what is called the pattern, he will brake to the left and slow his aircraft in order to lower his landing gear and prepare for landing. Hick will make constant throttle and stick adjustments in order to land his aircraft on the runway. Now, to your left, the carrier brake.
Oh! Gave us that hilltop place to park. Gave us them girls that stole our hearts. Gave us them books up on the wall. The way we live and the way we talk. Gave us state that senior year. Them country stores to buy that beer. A place to go, nobody knows where you take it in and you take it slow. Like that river rolls where that green grass grows. I can't explain it. Oh, it's something, ain't it? Yeah, we sure painted it up. Tore down and mowed 2-lane roads. We either stole every sign or left them in bullet holes. It wasn't nowhere as bad as we all said that it was. Yeah, looking back at it now, this town's been too good to us. Race held on the weekends, yeah. Man, what were we thinking when we said we'd leave it in a cloud of dust? This town's been too good to us.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Digital Rhino demo team, we thank you for tuning into today's flight demonstration. We would also like to thank Team Turbulence Airshows for allowing us to perform for you at today's air show. Your support is crucial for ensuring that we can put on the best demonstration we can fly. If you are interested in getting a more behind-the-scenes look at our demonstration team, please check us out on Discord, YouTube, and Instagram. It has been an honor to narrate and perform for you here at the 2025 Team Turbulence Oshkosh Airshow.
Yeah, looking back at it now, this town's been too good to us. Race held on the weekends, yeah. Man, what were we thinking when we said we'd leave it in a cloud of dust? This town's been too good to us. Too good to us. Slow like that river rolls where that green grass grows. I can't explain it. Oh, it's something, ain't it? Yeah, we sure painted it up. Tore down and mowed 2-lane roads. We either stole every sign or left them in bullet holes. It wasn't nowhere as bad as we all said that it was. Yeah, looking back at it now, this town's been too good to us. Race held on the weekends, yeah. Man, what were we thinking when we said we'd leave it in a cloud of dust? This town's been too good to us. Yeah, too good to us. This town's been too good to us. If you need a friend, don't look to a stranger. You know in the end, I'll always be there. And when you're in doubt, and when you're in danger, take a look all around, and I'll be there. I'm sorry, but I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I promise. I know they don't sound the way I planned them to be. Been reading books of old, the legends and the myths, Achilles and his gold, Hercules and his gifts, Spider-Man's control, and Batman with his fists. And clearly I don't see myself upon that list. But she said, where'd you wanna go? How much you wanna risk? I'm not looking for somebody with some superhuman gifts, some superhero, some fairy tale bliss. Just something I can turn to, somebody I can kiss. I want something just like this. Oh, I want something just like this.
Party hard just like it's Mardi Gras, cause that's what life is for. And we don't party hardly, we just party hard. And not because we bored, we party cause we born to party. We gon' move our bodies with our hands in the air and wave them all around like we just don't care. Yeah, more in the house. Yeah, I'm about to turn it out. Yeah, and you know what's going down. Physically round. I like the moving. I like the moving. I like the moving. We like the moving. I like the moving. She like the moving. We like the moving. We like the moving. Came to move. Get out the way of me and my crew. I'm in the club, so I'm gonna do just what the folk came here to do. Yeah, cause it goes on and on and on. And it goes on and on and on. Yeah, I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, saying, ayo. Gotta let go. I wanna celebrate and live my life, saying, hey, yo, baby, let's go. Cause we gon' rock this club, we gon' go all night.
Luda. Now I may not be the worst or the best, but you gotta respect my honesty. And I may break your heart, but I don't really think there's anybody as bomb as me. So you can take this chance in the end, everybody's gonna be wondering how you deal. You might say this is ludicrous, but tie your crew, tell her how you feel.
Me, baby, before I love and leave you. They call me heartbreaker. I don't wanna deceive.
There's a room where the light won't find you. Holding hands while the walls come tumbling down. When they do, I'll be right behind you. So glad we've almost made it.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2025 virtual Oshkosh Airshow. My name is Aiden Scooter White, the Team Turbulence F-15EX II demo pilot, and today I will be filling in for Razor as he is unable to make it to today's performance. The man in control today is Spurley. He's already amassed significant experience being a public relations officer with the Digital Thunderbolts and mutually agreed to part ways with the team after a couple of months in the team due to some time zone differences, and is a well-established name in the virtual aviation community. When he's not in the cockpit, Spurley enjoys following his local sports teams, including Taunton Town Football Club and Somerset Cricket Club. But make no mistake, his commitment to the F-35B demo team is unwavering. Whether it's improving his displays or organizing events, he always finds the time to push boundaries of virtual aviation. Despite just finishing school and recently completing his GCSEs, he manages to take part in air shows and even make long trips to display his incredible skills, offering us a chance to see the F-35 perform at its best. This year marks our debut season in the airshow circuit, and we have no signs of stopping, as we already have plans for next year's season. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, look to your left as Spurley gets ready to kick off the show, and he will not be shy to show the raw power of the Pratt & Whitney F-135 engine. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, watch now as Spurley will pull up into the vertical and surprisingly will still gain speed due to the high thrust weight ratio. He won't be in the vertical for long as he will perform a 4-point loop, also known as a square loop, with a little twist at the top to ensure he doesn't violate crowd limits, before heading back into a full radius turn, where Spurley, with a quick 7.5 Gs, encounters the excruciating forces by wearing what we call a G-suit. It squeezes your legs to push that loop, but it comes your head to avoid any kind of jump. The renowned 617th Squadron, the Dambusters, became the first British frontline F-35B when its first 4 aircraft arrived at RAF Farnham in June, following the 207th Squadron, the Lightning II. Now, formally introducing the aircraft with arguably the best call sign so far, Stealth 1. As while still pulling 7 Gs. Then reposition the aircraft for a topside pass. Now, look over your left shoulder. You should see the nav of the F-35 as he comes into view. Get your screenshots and print screens running as he comes in for the topside pass. Now, as Spurley has completed the topside pass, he levels up from the pink which now is pushing the limits of the view. And we're not even a quarter of the way into the show. Now that Spurley has reached the desired altitude, he'll roll out the F-35, 435 degrees to the left, and pull on the stick to get his aircraft pointing at show center, before heading into a 360-degree turn and showing off the bomb bay capabilities. Something not often seen at airshows since the day of the and the Buccaneer. While those aircraft carried weapons internally to reduce drag, the F-35 does so to maintain its stealth profile. The bay can carry 4 medium-range air-to-air missiles, or a combination of a pair of paved IV 500-pound precision-guided bombs. While exceeding some high-speed, high-G maneuvers, it's time to switch it up. What you're about to see is a high-angle attack, vertical climb with a 90-degree twist at 2,000 feet. Now, direct your eyes to the left. Here it is for the high-angle attack, vertical climb. As the F-35 is now vertical, Spurley will be looking at the side of the cockpit for a reference point to ensure the roll is exactly 90 degrees. He'll also be looking at the screen on the H&D, which stands for head-mounted display, which is a mini-HUD, heads-up display on the pilot's visor. Spurley will be looking for about 250 minutes to avoid starting point, which can make the 90-degree roll to more of a 110-degree roll, and would be at a great offset. As Spurley completes his repositioning from the last maneuver, he'll begin to climb up to 45 degrees. This maneuver is very similar to the type of high-speed As Spurley now rolls in, he's kept the repeat for 45 seconds and he has no intention of disengaging. In fact, before he disengages the weapon, we will continue for 75 seconds. Now, as he comes back down, teasing the sound barrier at Mach 0.96, the airshow speed. Hold on to your hats, people. Here he is, from the left, the F-35, with the high speed pass. As Spurley breaks off to the right before repositioning for the next maneuver, he'll keep refueling to produce that thunder sound from 7 to 8 Gs. Once he's repositioned the F-35, he'll perform a 3-point roll, showing the top side and belly of the jet before giving us a blast of jet noise as he sets up for his final pass before demonstrating the Stovall capabilities, which is the peak of human engineering.
If I'm crazy, I'm on my own. If I'm waiting, it's on my phone. If I sound lazy, just ignore my tone. Cause I'm always gonna answer when you call my phone. Like, what's up, danger?
Anyways, the F-35. What you're about to see is the F-35 under massive strain, as Sperling will adjust the flight control surfaces to make the aircraft pull a mind-boggling 9 Gs, which is 9 times the force of gravity. Here he is, from the left, to pull straight on it, and reaching an altitude of 6,000 feet, before he's even vertical.
200 miles per hour with a blindfold on. Mama always asking, where did I go wrong? What's up, danger? What's up, danger? Travel 200
Now that he's vertical, he'll keep pulling at the stick to complete a walk Cuban aim as he has to twist the jet at the top to set himself up for a left or right base, depending on what runway he took off.
Swimming with sharks when they ain't feet yet. Cause I like high chances that I might lose. I like it all on the edge just like you. Ay, I like tall buildings so I can leap off of them. I go hard with it no matter how dark it is.
Now, we see the aircraft begin its Stovall demonstration. The Rolls-Royce lift system is the centerpiece of this capability. It channels 29,000 shaft horsepower from the main Pratt & Whitney F-135 engine to the lift fan via a drive shaft and clutch. At the same time, a thrust vectoring rear nozzle adjusts to provide either forward propulsion or vertical lift. The F-35B is now down, preparing for a rolling vertical landing. This type of landing is used at expeditionary sites, on roads, or when runways are short or damaged. The goal is to minimize the stopping distance. The pilot carefully targets a specific flight path angle and touchdown point based on the aircraft's weight and available landing space. We are fortunate to witness this here at Oshkosh, one of the few public venues where the runway can handle this aircraft's weight. But the show isn't over yet. You're about to see what's known as a trundle short takeoff. This maneuver is used when there's no concrete available and a short takeoff distance is needed. The pilot spools up the engine to 34% pace, releases the brakes, and then transitions to military power at 60 miles per hour. In Stovall, the control stick governs not only the flight surfaces, but also the engine. Moving the stick adjusts nozzle direction for vertical movement. Unlike the Harrier, which requires separate controls for the thrust vector, the F-35B simplifies the process. A lot of this innovation stems from testing on the VAAC Harrier, which helped de-risk Stovall operations. That testbed, operated at Boscombe Down, was one of the oldest airworthy Harriers when retired. Now, as the F-35B decelerates from about 240 knots into a hover at 180 feet, it prepares to face the crowd and demonstrate lateral and vertical flight. Due to Stovall safety margins, this aircraft is allowed to get as close as 150 meters from the crowd line, closer than any other fixed-wing jet you'll see today. This really is an ear defender on fingers in your earshot. If you're anywhere near it, it's going to get very, very noisy. Now that we can just about hear ourselves think, the F-35 will demonstrate its acceleration from 200 knots to 400 knots directly in front of us before its last pass. Now, ladies and gents, boys and girls, it's been a pleasure performing for you today. But now for one final time, eyes to your right as he comes in for his final pass. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your Royal Air Force F-35B demonstration team. Once again, please put your hands together for that outstanding display from Spurley, a truly spectacular performance today. We'd like to extend a heartfelt thanks to everyone at Team Turbulence Airshows for making this display possible today. Your support means the world to us, and we couldn't have done it without you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that's about it from us on the ground. Spurley will run in and land in one final show of force before bringing the F-35 down to the ground. When he comes in and breaks, I want you all to give him a wave, as he will be looking at you and waving back. And give a huge round of applause as he lands. A truly outstanding display. For now, it's goodbye from us on the ground. Follow our Instagram at Microsoft Flight Simulator, RIF F-35B Lightning II. Goodbye.
Holy cow, guys. Absolute bangers of displays going on. I'm speechless. I think the Warbird section was pretty elite, and then, man, the fighters are just freaking lighting it up over virtual Oshkosh. What a job, what a performance. Everybody, I want to thank everybody that contributed to that, portion of the show. We had a technical difficulty, but we overcame it. I think, guys, that was freaking elite, guys. Awesome job. I'm pleased with everybody. Butcher, what do you think about it?
Yeah, wonderful job. Hats off to all the performers. Couldn't have done any of this without without the performers. Great job. As far as the copyright went, it wasn't intentional, but we managed to work our way through it, and the show must go on. So, great job, everybody.
Absolutely. Awesome. Dude, the Warbirds were sick. Man, I love seeing the F-35B is really cool. So, great job, everybody. But we're not even close.
Yeah, we're hoping everybody.
So.
Yeah, we're hoping everybody's getting a good taste of a little bit of everything, and that was our main objective coming into this. Is everybody gets a piece of the pie in this, and that's what Team Turbulence is. It's a community of virtual pilots, and we're welcoming anybody who wants to join in. So appreciate the support, and yeah, like Marshall was saying, we're gonna get into the support aircraft, the heavier frame, support heavies. You got C-17, you got the Virtual Atlas demo team, and then ending that segment is the Milwaukee Air National Guard demonstrations. So
absolutely, we're going into the
can't wait.
And yeah, we're looking forward to it. And after that, we're gonna have even more fighter action. So make sure you stay tuned for that with the Team Turbulence demos. And then later on, we got some surprises coming up. So it's gonna be really exciting. We got a lot of show left, 15 performances to be exact, and we're not stopping right here. Stay tuned. It's gonna be freaking sick. So next up is your West Coast C-17 demonstration team. Thanks for watching, everybody.
I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm feeling the way. I want to fly. scared of nothing and I'm scared to death. I can't breathe and I catch my breath, but I keep chasing that same old devil down the same old dead-end highway. Ain't no love in Oklahoma, just a whistle of a long black train. You'll know when it's coming for you, riding in on the wind and rain. I got saved in the same red river, trying to drown me. It ain't knocking me down, I'm standing my ground with the whole world falling all around me. I keep running, but I'm standing still. Pray for peace, but I need the thrill. So I keep chasing that same old devil down the same old dead-end highway. Ain't no love in Oklahoma, just a whistle of a long black train. You'll know when it's coming for you, riding in on the wind and rain.
Sorry, get over here.
Keep up, I'm too fast, I'm too fast. Push my foot up on that pedal, then I'm gone. Keep up on my track, boy, I dust to keep my numbers going strong. Let's start the war, I love it when it's like that. Go ahead, I get you right back. I love it when you fight back. I'm up, so where your flight at? No, you frozen. Let's be clear, I was trust. Keep up, I'm too fast. Push my foot up on that pedal, then I'm gone. Keep up on my track, boy, I dust to keep my numbers going strong. Okay, I'm looking slack, dripping from the spray like every day. Everybody here get busy, Give me everything it took from me. Keep up, I'm too fast, Push my foot up on that pedal, then I'm gone. Keep up on my track, boy, I dust to keep my numbers going strong. What's on my coat? Bitch, I'm like a
jerk it out. Jerk it out. Shut up, hush your mouth. Can't you hear you talk too loud? No, I can't hear nothing 'cause I got my head up in the clouds. I fight up anything that I can chew. I'm chasing cars up and down the avenue, but that's okay. 'Cause it's easy once you know how it's done. You can't stop now, it's already begun. You feel it running through your bones, and you jerk it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the virtual Altus Airshow in Altus, Oklahoma. My name is Marshall Lane Tucker, Team Narrator, and KC-135 for your Altus Joint Demonstration Team. It is my pleasure to describe a demonstration report of the Boeing C-17 Globemaster III and the KC-135 Stratotank. In just a few moments, you will see the KC-135 take to the runway and prepare for takeoff, followed alongside by the C-17 Globemaster III. right side, you will see the KC-135 accelerate to up to 200 knots and perform a maximum capabilities takeoff. And now, from crowd right, the C-17 Glowmaster 3 is now performing a maximum effort takeoff. You will notice the C-17 lift up in an almost 90-degree vertical pull, and then level out shortly after reaching its maximum power capabilities. On the right, the C-17's maximum capabilities takeoff. And now, while the crew repositions for its first pass, let's talk a little bit about the aircraft. The C-17 took its first flight in September 1991. Since then, the aircraft has over 30 Guinness World Records, including payload to altitude, time to climb records, and the longest airdrop mission. The C-17 is the backbone of the U.S. Air Force Strategic and Tactical Airlift Fleet. This aircraft is designed to deploy troops, equipment, and humanitarian aid anywhere across the globe, even in the most austere environments. Powered by 4 Pratt & Whitney F-117 PW100 turbofan engines, the C-17 can cruise at speeds over 500 miles per hour and has a range of more than 2,400 nautical miles without refueling. And with air refueling, it can virtually reach anywhere on the globe, adding to its capability and mission of global reach. And now, entering from the right side, the refueling backbone of the U.S. Air Force for over 6 decades. Here comes the KC-135 Stratotanker. Watch as it performs a beautiful flypast, showing off the iconic silhouette that has kept fighters, bombers, and mobility aircraft fueled in the fight around the world.
As long as
from the right, the C-17 is back, but this time slower than ever. With its slats extended and flaps down, the slow-speed pass demonstrates the incredible control and short-field landing ability of the Globemaster. It can land under its strips and tight runways, bringing troops and cargo exactly where they're needed most. Make sure to have your cameras out, as this pass will give you the best opportunity to take a photo of the moose. Here comes the C-17 from the right side on the slow-speed pass.
Miami, the Playboy's paradise.
And now, from the left, the KC-135 is now demonstrating its surprising maneuverability. You might think the airframe is sluggish, but its maneuver is anything but. A grateful tight arc across the sky. Not bad for a jet that first flew in 1956 and is still a global powerhouse. From the left, the KC-135 in the middle radius turn.
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling. Who you suckers think you're tripping with? Yes, I'm the boss. 745, white on white, that's Rick Ross. I keep them wide, I keep them long, I keep them fat, I keep them coming back, we keep them coming back. I'm in the distribution, I'm like Atlantic. I got them pretty things flying across the Atlantic. I know Pablo Noriega, the real Noriega. He owe me 100 papers. I ain't petty player, we buy the whole thing. See, most of my homies hustle, they still do their thing. My roof back, my money ride.
Here comes the C-17 again, showing off just how tight it can turn for an aircraft of its size. This minute radius turn is something you expect from a fighter, not a strategic airlift turn. But that's exactly the capability of the Air Force it brings to every mission. That was the KC-135 Stratotanker, as it's now repositioning for the aerobatic pass with the C-17. From the left, you'll see the C-17 and the KC-135 almost merge, as if they were trying to reposition in for a dogfight, yet they are trying to reposition for the aerobatic pass. This pass will demonstrate the maximum capabilities of the KC-135 to deliver fuel to another airlift in a close and tight combat situation. Now, the C-17 will fastly and quickly reposition with the KC-135 for the airfield pass.
What the hell?
And now, from the left side, the KC-135 and the C-17 air-to-air fueling pass. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for your United States Air Force Airmen and the incredible crew from the virtual Altus Air Force Base. The C-17 Globemaster III and the KC-135 Strata Tanker, delivering hope, filling freedom, and showcasing the might of American air power. Thank you again, and we will see you at the next performance. Altus Joint Demo Team, out.
ladies and
Wow.
gentlemen. They were blowing it up, and yeah, I mean, absolutely. We had a absolute awesome heavy demonstrations. The list, oh my gosh, C-17 at the beginning, and then the Altus Air Feeling demo, and then the just absolute bomb fest with the Milwaukee Air National Guard demonstration. You know, what a list of performers right there. What do you think about it, Butcher?
Yes, sir. They're gonna have to clean up after that. That's why we're taking a little short intermission before we get into the nitty and gritty, folks. We got the fighters coming up next, the FS Viper demo team, and then we get into the Team Turbulence solo demos, and then we got a little surprise for you at the end. So stay tuned for that. But it's not over yet, folks. We're still going. We're still chugging along. My boy Marshall over there is hanging in there. We're getting it.
Absolutely, it's gonna be awesome, man. I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope y'all are as well. And like you said, we're gonna do an intermission for about 5 minutes, and we will be back with the F-16 demonstration. So yeah, see you in about 5 minutes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and on behalf of the Flight Sim Heritage Flight Program, United States Air Force, and Air Combat Command, we welcome you once again to Oshkosh. I'm the Viper's demo team chief and narrator, and call sign Mog from beautiful Placentia, California. and today I'm joined by our team safety observer and flight sim F-16 Viper pilot. As a proud member of the Flight Sim F-16 Viper demo team, it is my distinct pleasure to describe to you today a combat capability demonstration by the world's premier multi-role fighter, the F-16 Fighting Falcon, effectively known as the Viper. The commander and pilot for the Flight Sim F-16 Viper demo team is Tango, experienced virtual pilot with over 1,000 hours of flying time across Microsoft Flight Simulator. In today's virtual flight demonstration, you'll witness the agility and superior maneuverability which enables the Viper to dominate the skies, anywhere, at any time. The Viper is powered by a General Electric F-100-129 afterburning turbofan engine, producing over 1,000 pounds of thrust, allowing him to achieve flight after only using 1,000 feet of runway. Ladies and gentlemen, stand up and put your hands together for Tango in the F-16 Fighting Falcon. Tango repositions the Viper for the first aerobatic maneuver, the half Cuban 8. Watch as he traces a vertical figure 8 over the demonstration area.
Just confess your girl admits that we the shit. F-R-E-S-H, we fresh. G-E-F, that's right, we definite. B-E-P, we reppin' it. So, turn me up, turn me up, turn me up. Come on, baby, just pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. And side. Yo, yo. Turn up the radio. Blast your stereo.
Watch now as Tango repositions his aircraft to demonstrate the low altitude, high speed capabilities of the F-16. As he passes so center, he'll be traveling at just under the speed of sound at 700 miles an hour. Descent on the Viper's top speed of Mach 2.
A little bit of disregard, handful of complaints, but I can't help the fact that everyone.
The Viper's small servers, one of its large flight control surfaces, enable it to reach a roll rate of over 240 degrees per second. From the left, Tango will snap the F-16 through a series of aileron rolls, demonstrating its exceptional rolling maneuverability. And from the left, it's Tango on the triple roll. In a dogfight, being able to turn tight is not just the capability of the airplane, but of a fighter pilot as well. Tango will apply full aft-stick and turn the aircraft around in less than 3,000 feet while being pressed in the seat at over 9 times the gravity with the help of his flight equipment. Tango will fight his new body weight of 1,800 pounds while flying precision. Viper has the ability to turn quickly with its precision thanks to its digital flight control system. Tango showcased its precision with a 4-point roll at show center, pausing briefly at each 90-degree equipment. Notice the precision at which these maneuvers are executed. From the left, the F-16 and the 4-point roll. Tango will now reach 6,000 feet, roll inverted and pull down through a split S for another high-speed pass. Selecting max afterburner and accelerating up to 950 feet per second. From the right, get close and turn the volume for the sound of freedom. Tango is repositioning the Viper that will demonstrate the ability to turn tight and stay unpredictable. A trait that helps the Viper survive against low altitude threats and help transition from horizontal flight into the vertical. F-16 digital flight control system that enables the aircraft to turn such precise corners even over 6,000 feet high. In a dogfight, the ability to fly slow is just as important as flying fast. Tango is now slowing its aircraft for a slow speed to high alpha pass. The Viper will approach from the left, moving at 120 miles an hour and at a 23-degree angle of attack. This will be your best opportunity to closely hit the aircraft's flight control. When you reach your show center, Tango will apply full afterburner and accelerate the aircraft into a near vertical climb, demonstrating the F-16 to weight ratio. Tango will now demonstrate the unique combination of thrust and digital flight control systems, which make the knife edge maneuver possible. From the right, the Viper's impressive knife edge pass. today's demo, you've seen the raw power and super handling that the Viper possesses. Now get those cameras ready for Tango on a maximum performance climb with a series of aileron rolls. He'll pull back on a stick and send it, going from over 300 feet to 3 miles.
Somebody mentions your name, so when I leave here on this earth, did I take more than I gave? Did I look out for the people, or did I do it all for fame? Legend is Exodus, searching for euphoria, judging through the mud to find the present, no ignoring. I got 20,000 deep off in the street like we some warriors. My mama told me never bow your head.
I feel glorious, glorious. Got a chance to start again. I was born for this, born for this. It's who I am, not gonna forget. I made it through the darkest part of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tango has begun a spiraling descent in preparation for today's dedication pass. We have the Flight Sim Viper demo team. We stand together and dedicate this next pass to our active duty servicemen and women deployed around the globe and those who have given their lives defending this great nation. This will be your best photo opportunity, so please get those cameras ready to capture this special salute.
Still be doing this if I wasn't doing this. I'd still be the same guy they knew back in the day, who was burning CDs just to give away, paying his dues. If I wasn't doing this, 5 deep in a van, head full of steam, hot on the heels of my knees.
Behind and to the right, and the Flight Sim Viper demo team proudly presents the dedication pass.
Living this life just like I was born to do. I have a Friday night crowd in the palm of my hand, couple brown liquor, couple buddies in a band, singing them same damn songs like I am now. I'd be feeling on fire on a hardwood stage.
The Flight Sim Viper demo team was founded to bring the flight sim community the real noise and energy of the real world demo team, and sharing the passion for love for aviation. We honor today's demonstration to the hardworking F-16 Viper demo team. Every seat today is Block 50, maintained by our maintenance crew from Shaw Air Force Base: Major Tango, Major Sergeant, Master Sergeant Mock, Tech Sergeant Lee, Staff Sergeant David. And now, from behind and overhead, your 2025 F-16 Viper demo team.
Having a Friday night crowd in the palm of my hand, couple brown liquor, couple buddies in the band, singing them same damn songs like I am now. I'd be feeling on fire on a hardwood stage, bright lights like lightning running through my veins, at the grand old
the keyboard, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the virtual Oshkosh Airshow here at Oshkosh, Wisconsin. My name is Marshall Flame Tucker, team narrator and admin, and today it is my distinct pleasure to describe for you an America's next generation air superiority heavyweight, the Team Turbulence F-15EX Eagle II. This isn't just a fighter, it's a legend reborn. With a top speed exceeding Mach 2.5, a service ceiling of 60,000 feet, and twin General Electric F-110 engines delivering nearly 58,000 pounds of thrust, the Eagle II is among the fastest and most powerful fighter craft in the world today. The F-15 has earned its place in aviation history with an undefeated air-to-air combat record, over 100 victories and 0 losses. That's right, an 100 to 0 kill ratio. Unmatched by any other fighter jet in the world, and the only jet in history to shoot down a satellite from the edge of space. Capable of carrying a staggering 29,000 pounds of ordnance, the F-15EX II boasts 12 hard points for bombs, missiles, and cutting-edge hypersonic weapons, more than any other U.S. fighter jet. Whether it's AIM-120 AMRAAMs, AIM-9X Sidewinders, or precision-guided JDAMs, the Eagle II is always ready to dominate the airspace. Anywhere on the globe. Equipped with the advanced AN/APG-82 ESSA radar, the EPAWS, electronic warfare, and a fully digital fly-by-wire control system, the F-15EX II is a lethal fusion of raw power and next-gen intelligence. Inside the cockpit, a wide area display and open mission system architecture gives the pilot unprecedented situational awareness, adaptability, and control. From high-altitude interceptions to precision strike rolls, the F-15EX II is built to lead the fight and survive it. Rated for 20,000 flight hours, this airframe is built to last. Ready to fly farther, carry more, and strike harder than anything else in the skies. This particular F-15EX II wears a custom Team Turbulence livery, honoring its time as a premier demo jet in virtual air shows. From digital runways to real-world inspiration, this Eagle has always pushed the boundaries, now reborn in the skies with power and pride. Today's demonstration showcases not only the unmatched capability of this aircraft, but the precision and passion of its pilot, Major Aiden Scooter White. Watch closely, because this is the future of American air power. This is the Team Turbulence F-15EX Eagle II! Major White and Captain Reynolds will begin today's demonstration by showing you just how fast the F-15 can get off the ground and maneuver. This capability gets our fighters in the air quickly to execute any mission. They'll lift off from less than 2,000 feet and immediately roll into inverted flight, and then reposition for the next maneuver. Just the thunderous noise the F-15 alone can provide immediate support to joint and coalition forces on the ground. Let's go to the cockpit to hear what Major White has to say.
We all came out to Montreux on the lake Geneva shoreline to make records with a mobile. We didn't have much time. But Frank Zappa and the Marvels were at the best place around. Some stupid with a flare gun.
In combat, if you can't turn tight, you can't fight. Now, from the right side, the Eagle returns to show center to demonstrate the F-15's exceptional turn capability. In this turn, the aircrew will be pressed deep in their seat by a force of 9 times their normal weight. This capability keeps our F-15 on the offensive in any air-to-air engagement. From the right, the minimum radius turn.
With the face in the mirror, every scar makes me dig down deeper. Push it till there's nothing more. Cause I'm stronger than I was before. It's time to stand up, show me what you're made of. Hands up. Fight the fear, rising from the ground, gonna make you a believer. Fight the fear, blood, sweat, tears make the pain taste sweeter.
Now, from the left, Major White and Captain Reynolds are now turning the aircraft back towards show center, where they will accelerate through 450 miles per hour and demonstrate the rolling maneuverability of the Eagle by executing 3 rapid rolls in less than 6 seconds.
All the tension in the world today, all the little girls filling up the world today. With the good comes the bad comes the good. But I'ma live my life like I should. Now all the critics wanna hit it. This shit can and we did it. Just because they don't get it, but I'll stay.
Now, as Major White and Captain Reynolds approach show center from the right, they will demonstrate the Eagle's crisp handling characteristics by performing the exact 4-point roll.
Feel the passion ignite me, feel it burning inside me. Won't let this life just pass me by. Gonna start a revolution. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
The F-15 is an awesome close-air support aircraft. The weapon of choice when our ground troops are in close contact with the enemy is a 20mm Gatling gun. It will precisely provide firepower to suppress the enemy while minimizing collateral damage. The strafe pass positions the F-15 and the gun for maximum firepower. Now, from the left, Major White and Captain Reynolds will demonstrate a low-angle strafe pass. The pilot aligns the target on his crosshairs, pulls the trigger, and fires the gun at a rate of 6,000 rounds per minute, and then recovers the jet for follow-up attacks. From the left, F-15's low-angle strafing pass. The F-15's primary mission is putting bombs on target on time. With 12 air-to-ground stations, the F-15 carrying numerous bombs weighing anywhere from 250 pounds to 5,000 pounds each, making impact precisely where needed. Now, from the right, Major White and Captain Reynolds will execute a low-angle bombing pass pilot climbs, the Wizzo will find the target and designate the point on the ground. Major White will then pull down towards the target and release the bomb. After release, Major White will then maneuver in a series of evasive turns to beat any AAA, while Captain Earls will guide the bomb in for a direct hit. This impressive aircraft, together with the motivation, versatility, and adaptability of Air Combat Command Airmen, allows us to apply these capabilities in a way never before envisioned. Ladies and gentlemen, Major White is now repositioning his F-15 from the left to return to Show Center for the dedication pass. We would like to dedicate this pass to the men and women of our armed forces and their families who support them. We'd also like to remember our wounded warriors and veterans in attendance, and all those who have given their lives defending this great nation. This will be the best photo opportunity, so get your cameras ready to capture this salute. Now, from behind and to the left, the F-15 proudly presents the dedication pass. The F-15 returns to Show Center. The aircrew will pass by in a knife-edge pass and demonstrate the F-15's exceptional flight control system, which makes such a maneuver possible. From the right, the F-15's knife-edge pass. The aircrew is about to ignite the mighty engines that climb 3 miles high in less than 20 seconds. From your left, the F-15's vertical rolls. Now, Major White and Captain Earls are approaching for the field for their final maneuver, a tactical pitch up before landing.
Sunday morning, 9 a.m. I saw fire in the sky. I felt my heart pound in my chest. I heard an eagle cry. Now I'm
White and Captain Reynolds are now decelerating through 300 miles per hour and lowering the gear and flaps. They will hold approximately 185 miles per hour on final and touch down at about 160. This aircraft is a small part of the impressive Air Force inventory that has flown over 500,000 hours in Iraq and Afghanistan. As they land, notice how Major White used the F-15's large wings to dramatically slow down on rollout. By holding the nose high and keeping the wings exposed to the airscreen, the F-15 can stop in less than 4,000 feet. Add this to the ability to be able to take off from short runways, and you have a fighter that can safely operate for thousands of airfields around the globe. The F-15 has played a vital role in the defense of this nation and its allies for over the past 4 decades. They represent your Air Force's dedication to aim high, fly, fight, and win. The F-15 helped us gain total supremacy in and over Kosovo, Iraq, Kuwait, and Afghanistan, defeating the enemy both in the air and on the ground. Our precise weapons, and often just the thunderous presence of the F-15 drives fear into the enemies and confidence for our nation's ground forces. Together, we're an unstoppable team and combat force. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's demonstration. We hope you enjoyed this brief display of only a fraction of the F-15's full combat capabilities. As an integral part of the most capable Air Force the world has ever known, that your F-15s are ready to defend our nation's skies and dominate battle space anywhere on the globe. Ready to aim high, fly, fight, and win. On behalf of the United States Air Force and the Air Combat Commander, General Ken S. Wilbach, and all the men and women of the Air Combat Command, thank you for your attendance today, and thank you for your patriotism and support. Have a good one.
Good afternoon, Oshkosh! On behalf of Team Turbulence, we welcome you to EAA Airventure. I am Team Turbulence A-10 Demonstration Team Superintendent Master Sergeant Colin Weaver, call sign Wardog, from Buffalo, New York. Standing alongside is our Team Safety Officer and Secondary Pilot, Major Oleg Bandura. Call sign Boo, from Cleveland, Ohio. As a virtual member of Air Combat Command's 355th Wing, located at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base in sunny Tucson, Arizona, it is my distinct pleasure to describe for you today a capability demonstration of the heavily feared and effective close air support aircraft, the A-10 Thunderbolt II. Our mission is to provide the close air support needed for our Army, Marines, Navy, and all Allied ground forces. We can operate anywhere, anytime. The Team Turbulence A-10C demonstration pilot is Major Marshall Tucker, call sign Flame, from Lakeville, New York. Since his time flying in Microsoft Flight Simulator, Marshall has dominated the virtual skies for over 3 years. He has flown for a total time of over 3,000 hours and has flown the Hawk for a total of just around 1,700 hours, more than half of his total flight time. Marshall in the future wants to become an Air Force pilot and would like to be the last A-10 Warthog pilot in your United States Air Force.
Don't try turning tables instead. You've taken lots of chances before, but I ain't gonna give any more. Don't ask me, that's how it goes, 'cause part of me knows what you're thinking. Don't say
Just come outside. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get on your feet, cause from the right, here comes Major Marshall Flame Tucker and that beautiful A-10 Thunderbolt II.
The career's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. What I'm sipping, I can.
The A-10 has a world-earned reputation for strength and striking power. A reputation earned in multiple deployments over multiple battlefields. The Warthog has destroyed many enemy vehicles, artillery sites, Scud missiles, and is even credited with 2 air-to-air kills. Today, the upgraded A-10C continues to set that standard for supporting Allied forces in today's joint fight. Now, from the left, Major Flame and a 4-point roll.
Yes! Oh my god!
Flame is now positioning the A-10 for a pass down the show line to perform a double aileron roll. The Hog's ailerons make up almost half the size of its wings, enabling it to have unparalleled capability at slower speeds. From the left, Marshall Flame Tucker and the Flaming Rolls.
anything and everything on fire. I didn't feel it hard, you know.
When I let them my tears might let me know all the stars are close, all the stars are close, all the stars are close. Maybe I let them my tears might let me know all the stars are closer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marshal Flame Tucker is setting up for a pass that truly defies gravity. The inverted pass. Watch as he inverts the Warthog and flies upside down along the show line, showcasing the unmatched stability and control of the A-10 Thunderbolt II. From the left, the Hog's inverted pass. Flame is now preparing to demonstrate the slow roll along the show line, showing the Hog's precise handling characteristics. As he rolls, you'll notice the Team Turbulence black snake paint scheme, inspired by the defunct A-10C demonstration team, to commemorate over 32 years of airshow performances, heritage flights, and pure aerial dominance at airshows all around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, from your right, the smooth Flame is now executing a classic aerobatic maneuver, the Cuban aim. Twisting and turning over the battlefield, the Warthog can operate, delivering devastating firepower under a 1,000-foot ceiling, unmatched by any comparable fighter. The A-10 turbofan engines have more than just power and top performance. They generate 9,000 pounds of thrust each. They can propel the A-10 with top speed of 450 knots. They are also much quieter than comparable engines, making the Warthog much harder to hear and adding an immense and achieving tactical surprise. All right, Oshkosh! Major Tucker is now configuring his aircraft to demonstrate the A-10's slow speed controllability at its final approach speed of just 120 knots. Get your cameras ready, as this slow speed pass will give you a good chance to see the A-10's high bypass engines, unique tail design, and the heavy-duty landing gear assembly. These distinct features help mask the engine's speed signature, aiding the pilot to defeat infrared missiles. Now, let's go live to the cockpit of the A-10 and hear what Major Tucker has to say. You got it, Marsh!
Hey everybody, on behalf of Team Turbulence A-10C demonstration team, I'd like to say thank you for coming out here to virtual Oshkosh Airshow here in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I just want to give a special shout out to everybody that came out to watch us and that helped us perform behind the scenes. It means a lot for me and Butcher and the rest of Team Turbulence that y'all are coming out here supporting us. That probably is one of the biggest shows ever hosted on Microsoft Flight Sim. I'm really excited to keep this going, really excited to say that we're going to do it next year again. I'm really excited to keep moving forward as a team. Thanks everybody, and attack.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't put those cameras down yet. The A-10 is the premier close-air sport aircraft supporting our ground forces engaged with the enemy. Listen now as we pass a close-air support enemy target to Major Marshal Flame Tucker. This is simply known as the 9-line. This will demonstrate the Hog's ability to find the target and engage enemy forces with the A-10's weapon of choice, the ground-pounding Yowie Avenger 70 rounds per second. Its huge projectiles deliver 7 times the destructive energy than the more conventional 20mm round.
Hog 1 call, ready 9-line.
Ready now, Ryan.
This will be a Type 2 bomb. 1, 2, 3-finger hold. Elevation 080. Enemy personnel in the open. Head shell center, no mark. Friendlies west, 150. Head back to your hold mark restriction. Head north, no receptacle south. Ready readback.
Ready readback, elevation 080. Head north, near the receptacle.
Hog 1, good readback, push 1 is ready.
Hog 1, copy, ready.
Continue. Hog 1, clear it up.
Clear up.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which
Hog 1, get back, get back, get back. Press immediate reattack. Same remark, same restriction.
Hog 1, copy, coming north in 30 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you just heard, it takes Major Flame 30 seconds to get back into firing position. With 2 Hogs working together, enemy forces can be under the A-10's firepower once every 10 to 15 seconds.
Y'all ready for pass number 2? Hog 1, clear it up.
Clear up.
Flame is now climbing up for his final attack, where he will simulate dropping a 500-pound bomb. These general-purpose bombs are useful for cratering enemy airfields and destroying buildings, adding versatility to the Hog's arsenal of weapons.
Oshkosh, I have one question. Are you ready?
All this I see, I fly, push the envelope to the line, make it, break it, take it, until I'm overrated. Click, click, boom, I'm coming down on the stereo, hit me on the radio. Click, click, boom, I'm coming down with a new style, and you know it's worldwide. Click, click, boom, I'm on the radio station, tour of the nation, leaving the scene of devastation. I can see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Flame is now repositioning the A-10 for the dedication pass. We would like to dedicate this pass to the men and women of the armed forces, their families, and all veterans in attendance today.
Travel all across this land, me and you. And we'll end up hand in hand.
From behind the crowd to the right, the Team Turbulence A-10C demonstration team proudly presents the dedication pass.
Just as free, free as we'll ever be. I'm an American soldier, an American, beside my brothers and my sisters.
Once again, we salute all those fighting in today's joint fight and any wounded warrior veterans in attendance today. We especially want to thank those who have given their lives in the defense of this great country and all of their families who have sacrificed so much. The United States Air Force and Air Combat Command provides essential combat answer support capability for today's joint fight. The A-10 has consistently demonstrated its ability to fly more than 4 sorties per day, a tribute to the skill and dedication of our magnificent maintenance crew. Oshkosh, let's give a hand to our outstanding maintainers, keeping all of our aircraft fit to fight. Let's also give a round of applause to the actual A-10C demonstration team for inspiring us to do what we do each and every performance.
I will always do what's right. I'm out here on the front line, so sleep in peace tonight. Americans.
position his aircraft to perform a level 360-degree high G turn. It is the A-10's quick turn rate and small turn radius, which enable it to work effectively over the battlefield, even under marginal weather conditions. To conclude your Team Turbulence A-10C demonstration, here comes Major Marshal Flame Tucker on his final pass. Ladies and gentlemen, as the A-10 Thunderbolt II makes its final approach for landing, we'd like to thank you for being a part of this incredible experience. We hope that you enjoyed this brief display of a fraction of the A-10's full combat capability. As an integral part of our Air Force, the world has never seen that your A-10 Warthogs are ready to defend the nation's skies and dominate the battle space anywhere on the globe. Ready to aim high, fly, fight, and win. Over the past year, some of our incredible team members include Lead Pilot, Major Marshal Flame Tucker. Secondary Pilot, Major Oleg Boot Bandura. Our Superintendent and Narrator, that's me, Master Sergeant Colin War Dog Weaver. Streamer and media member, Aiden Scooter White. Co-owner, Richie Butcher B. Don't forget to tag us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Team Turbulence A-10C Demonstration Team. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your hospitality and for spending your time here with us at EAA Air Venture. Attack Demo, out.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Team Turbulence Airshows, it is my distinct pleasure to describe to you today a capability demonstration by the most technology-advanced 5th-generation stealth fighter aircraft in the world. The F-22 Raptor's mission is air dominance. It supports our joint forces and allies to freely operate in the joint fight. Anytime, anywhere. Now, to introduce your 2025 Team Turbulence F-22 demo pilot, with over 3 years of virtual airshow demonstrations, and now has over 1,000 hours of flight time in the Raptor, Richie Bean, call sign Butcher, from New Orleans, Louisiana. You are about to witness the maneuvering capability of the most advanced and most lethal fighter aircraft in your United States Air Force. The F-22 you will see today is an unmodified and fully combat-capable aircraft. While we can't show you everything that makes the Raptor the most lethal fighter aircraft in the world, we will show you its raw power and thrust vector maneuvering capability as it executes maneuvers that no other combat fighter in the world can perform. We would like to give a special thanks to all the Team Turbulence members, staff, designers, and all who has made this show possible for allowing us to present to you a demonstration like no other here at the 2025 Virtual Oshkosh in beautiful Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
ready for takeoff. Altitude climb to 15,000 feet of break. You're clear for takeoff.
As this afternoon's demonstration begins from the left, you will see the Raptor execute a maximum power takeoff, producing over 70,000 pounds of thrust from its powerful F-119 turbofan engine. The Raptor will virtually leap off the runway in an amazing 1,000 feet. Once at a safe altitude, Butcher will quickly pull up and push the nose over.
Raptor 1 full in, strengthen outer.
So now it is time to stand up, move forward, and get ready. The show is about to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the most feared aircraft in the world today, your Team Turbulence F-22 Raptor! You ready? advanced flight controls, combined with its powerful engines, allow the F-22 to pull more than 9 times the force of gravity. Watch from the right as the Raptor demonstrates its tight turning capabilities with the minimum radius horizontal turn, and then power straight up into the vertical with the J-turn reposition. Of 8 missiles and up to 8 precision satellite-guided bombs. The F-22 is the first supersonic multi-role advanced stealth fighter in the world with a fully internal combat weapons load. Ready your cameras as the F-22 banks in from the left and cycles its weapon bay doors. If you ever wonder where those bombs and missiles hide, here is your answer. Turbulence F-22 Raptor demo team would like to dedicate this next pass to all of our wounded warriors, veterans, and first responders and attendants. And most importantly, those who have given their lives defending this great nation. Now, from behind and to the right, get ready for the sound of freedom as the F-22 Raptor proudly presents the dedication pass. Possesses the ability to point its nose at will using extremely low air speeds and high angles of attack. Watch closely from the left as the jet pulls into the vertical, flip backwards, and levels off. Then, with less than 3,500 feet of altitude and under complete control, Butcher will execute a multi-directional pedal turn.
Can we stay right here in this atmosphere like we're flying out in space? Don't look down. This see that sky, we're gonna reach it now. Do you feel the lightning inside of you? Will you follow through if I fall for you? Don't
now quickly reposition to the right and show you what those advanced flight controls and engines can do as it executes the power loop. You will see why the aircraft is unmatched in a vertical fight as it climbs into a loop and doubles its altitude at the end. At the top of the loop, you will see the Raptor rotate around in one spot in the sky, utilizing the vector thrust of two powerful engines. Butcher will point the nose of the aircraft vertical and back to level. From the right, the power loop, followed by a loaded roll.
Yeah, I can feel the thunder pumping in my head. There's thunder. Running through my veins. There's thunder. Thunder. I can feel the thunder sparking up rage. There's thunder. I'm not alive without thunder. Running through my veins. There's thunder. This is a gift, given from above. I am a storm, I am the clouds, I am the darkness above.
I've been having dreams, jumping on a trampoline, flipping in the air. I never land, just float there.
Now from behind show center, the Raptor will climb straight into the vertical and perform the tail slide, almost becoming stationary in the Wisconsin sky.
Spread to fallen leaves, now they're right upon me. Wait if I won't fight. How am I so deep in love when I dream of dying? I never feel so having dreams, splashing in the summer stream, tripping and falling, wanting it to happen. Body turns to ice, crushing weight of paradise, solid block of gold, lying in the cold.
The Raptor's slow speed capabilities are phenomenal. Watch now as Butcher repositions the aircraft to crowd right to set up for the power loop into high alpha pass. At the end of the loop, Butcher will point the nose of the aircraft vertical, reducing the power, slowing the Raptor down to less than 90 knots, and load the aircraft up on a high angle of attack. After the pass, once again, you will hear the raw power of the jet as Butcher lights the afterburners and climbs straight into the bird. Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, the Raptor's power loop into high alpha slow speed pass.
Just in time, save me just in time. Who's gonna fight for what's right? Who's gonna help us survive? We're in the fight of our lives. Who's gonna fight for the weak? Who's gonna make them believe? I've got a hero. I've gotta fight for what's right. Today I'm speaking my mind. If it kills me tonight, a hero's not afraid to give his life. A hero's gonna save me just in
without using its afterburner. Accelerating from 90 knots to over 600 knots, Butcher will now roll the Raptor inverted to ready for the split S reposition at a high-speed path, showcasing just a fraction of the aircraft's super cruise and high-speed capabilities. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for Freedom's Thunder on the high-speed pass. Has now decelerated the aircraft down to 250 knots and approximately 300 feet of altitude. From there, he will perform a maneuver very unique to the Raptor. Ladies and gentlemen, from the right, the Raptor's Cobra. The F-22 will now set up to perform a Hooper pitch. This maneuver is a double knife edge, separated by an inverted tug. This will be another great opportunity to catch the Raptor on your camera during our demonstration. Ladies and gentlemen, named after the late legendary Bob Hoover, the Raptor's Hoover pitch. This concludes our demonstration for today. The Team Turbulence F-22 Raptor demo team and pilot Butcher would like to give a special thanks to all of the Team Turbulence members, staff, designers, and everyone watching that makes this demonstration possible. You can follow Team Turbulence Airshows on Discord, YouTube, and Instagram.
On the day I was born, this all gathered round. They had found. The head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad, bad. Bad to the bone. I broke 1,000 hearts before I...
Well, it's been a long day, but I'll tell you what, it's not over yet. And we've had some crazy performances so far. As now we are past halfway in the show, but wow, what an awesome flyover just a second ago. And Team Turbulence demos are ripping it up over Oshkosh. Butcher with the amazing demonstration, and then Aiden ripping it up in the EX. You know, it's been.
We can't forget about the A10 now. Come on now.
Well, we got the A10 as well. But like I said, this is, you know, it's really cool. All the Team Turbulence demos ripping it up, and we're so glad to perform here for everybody that's watching. So, but the show isn't over yet, because we have some of the best acts and performances of the night that are about to happen right here, right now. We have the Freight Tricolor Oli that's going to be performing in a massive demonstration with all of their jets. I want to say thank you to them right now, specifically because they are up right now at about 1 in the morning for them watching this performance. All of them, every single one of them are in their VC watching this. So I really appreciate the time everybody taking out, you know, to watch and just dedicate to this event. You know, this is a really awesome event. I'm so glad we get to host it. Butcher, you got anything to add?
Yeah, thank you guys for. Yeah, thank you guys from overseas for coming. All the demonstrations we've had from our partners overseas. I know it's late for y'all, but y'all have some talent over there, and we want to display it. So thanks again for showing up and presenting us with some good demonstrations. So
absolutely. Well, without further ado, we're going to break it right into the Italian formation demonstration team right about now. So enjoy. The FS-ITAF Flight Simulator Italian Air Force group brings together all military flight enthusiasts on Microsoft Flight Sim. Today, it is the largest and most famous group in Italy.
Within the FS-ITAF group, the best pilots were selected to form the FS Frecce Tricolori. With so much passion, commitment, study, and dedication, they achieved something seemed impossible on the simulator, and now you'll see it with your own eyes.
The FS Frecce Tricolori are made up of 10 pilots and 1 commander, who controls the flight from the ground. Just like in real life, the Microsoft Flight Sim team is complete.
Today there are 8 out of 10 pilots present. The commander is Edgardo. He is also the founder of the FS-ITAF group.
Today, there are 8 out of 10 pilots present. The commander... The aircraft used is the Armashi MB339, produced by the software house India Fox Echo. Famous for this and many other high-quality military aircraft.
The pilots identify themselves by nickname Pony, Little Horse, and their position number. They are named in honor of prancing horse emblem like Ferraris, which are also used as the emblem of the first Italian aerobatic team.
Pony 1 is the formation leader. His name is Danilo. He was the lead of the entire team for maneuvers with extreme precision. You hear him do some commands during takeoff and lights the first section fire.
Pony 6 is the leader of the second section. His name is Gideonio. His coordination with the leader is essential for completing reunions and all maneuvers.
The aircraft are each in 2 sections. Normally there are 5 plus 5. Today, we have 5 in front and 3 in the back. We're fortunate enough to be able to follow maneuvers even from inside the cockpit of Pony 6. Before takeoff, they'll check all the settings and make sure the smoke is working properly.
Riduco 9-2. Andiamo su e a destra ora.
Sono su e su all'orizzonte mancano le parole. Sì, lo so che non c'è luce in una stanza quando manca il sole. Se non ci sei tu con me, su le finestre. Mostra a tutti il mio cuore che hai acceso. Chiudi dentro me la luce che hai incontrato per strada. Con te partirò. Paesi
così li vivrò con te.